Hello friends, welcome to Algo Repo. So today we are going to solve lead code 430 problem, that is flatten a multi-level doubly linked list. So it is a medium level problem. So by the name we have already guessed that the question will be related to doubly linked list. So for in doubly linked list, for each node we will have two pointers. One is pointing to next node and one pointer will be pointing to previous node. But in this question we have some modification. So in each node, in this question each node will have three pointers. One is previous, one is next, and we will also have one child node. So this is the diagram. This is how our single node will look like in our linked list, doubly linked list. So let's see the question. So in this question you will be given this type of linked list. So it is non-linear. If we see the structure, it is non-linear, not linear. So what we have to do, we have to return linear doubly linked list in the form in linear form. And one more thing guys, we have to take care that, so we we have to follow the given route. So if we see here, we have one, so we'll create one node and we'll insert one. We'll come here, we'll insert two. We'll come here, we'll insert three. But after that we have to insert four, but we haven't, because before moving to next node we have to see if we have any child node. If child node is present, we have to first move to child node and traverse all the child next nodes, and after that we have to go in next node. So after coming 3, we see here that we have one child node, so we will go to child node, that is 7, and we will insert here, means create one node and we will point to the 3. And again we'll see we have one next node. For 7 we have next node 8, so we'll go here and we'll insert 8. And after that again we will see that we have one child, so we will not move in this direction. First we will move in this direction, so we'll come here, we'll go, we will insert 8. Again we have one node, so we'll insert 12. And after that we will reach null. So what we will do, we will again come here to the parent node, and again we will move in next direction. So insert 9. After that we will insert 10, and again that we got null, so again we will go to the parent node, that is 3, and again we will move in next direction. So we will have 4 here, so we'll insert 4, 5, 6. Again we will reach here null, and we see that we have traversed all the nodes in the linked list. So after that we will return, so we will return this linked list, linear doubly linked list. So this is the question. So how we are going to solve this question? For solving, so we have multiple methods to solve this question, but I am using stack to solve this question. So if you see here, what we are, if you guys know the graph, if you know the graph, in graph we have two traversal methods. One is BFS and one is DFS. So it is related to DFS. It is similar to DFS. What we are doing, we are moving here. So what we are doing here, we are moving here. We have seen that we have two nodes here, like two paths. So we will move in this path. So we'll from here we will move in this path. Again we have two paths from here and one here. Again we'll move in this path. Again after getting null we'll come here to this node. Again I will move in this path. Again after getting null we'll come here, and again we'll move in this direction till null. So it is similar to depth first search. Depth first search. So we'll follow the same thing in this question. So we will use stack. So what we will do, first we will see for particular node, we will see if we have child node or not. We will see if we have next node or not, and we will also see if we have child node or not. So if we have both, for particular any node, if we have both, we will first insert next node, and after that we will insert child node, because from stack we will remove top element. So whenever we remove top element, we will traverse all the child nodes, and after that traversing all the child nodes and its next node, after getting null, we will come and traverse next node. For that, we are using next node. So let's see. So this is the question. So this is the given linked list, right, in the question. So let's see. Let's solve this example. So let me erase this first. Okay. So what we will do, first of all, we will insert head in our, we'll create one stack, that is this stack S, and we will insert head here. So here head is 0. So we will insert head. And what we will do, we'll move in while loop till my stack is not empty. So after that we will create one current element, and what we will do, we'll pop 1 from the stack and we will store in 1. So what we are doing here, see, if you see here, we are creating one stack, we are creating one current variable, and there we are storing top element, and after that we are popping out. So we have stored in curr, curr, and after that we are popping. So we have popped 1. So after that we will store this, we will create one node and we will store this 1. And after that I will see from current, I will see if I have, so this is current node. So we will see if we have valid next node and valid child node. So we are seeing here valid next node and valid child node. So we will see first next node, after that we will see child node. So we'll see from here that we have, yes, we have one next node, but we don't have any child node. So we will just insert 2 here. After that we'll come here, we'll come to 2 now. So we are, so what we will do, we will delete these 2 again, and we will store that 2 in my current variable again from here. So I am at here 2 now. Again I will see if I have next child and next node and child node. So again here we have only one node that is pointing to next node, that is 3. So what I will do, I'll create one node and I will store this 2 element here, 2, and after that I will store 3 again. After that what I will do, I will pop out this 3 also and store in 3, and again I'll see from 3 I have next node and child node. So we have both the nodes from here. So what I will do, first I will insert 4 here, that is next node, and after that I'll see I have 7 as a child node. So after that I will insert child node, and I will create one node and I will also insert this current node, that is 3. So again after that I will pop out top element and I will store in 7. I will store in 7, and 4 will remain in the stack. And from 7 again I will see I have next node and child node. So we have only one node that is pointing to next node. So we'll insert 8 and I will create one node that will be inserted, 7 will be inserted here, that is current node. And again I will pop top node and I will insert 8 here, and from 8 I will see I have both nodes, one is next node and one is child node. So what I will do, first I will insert next node, that is 9, and after that I will insert child node, that is level. So what I will do after that, I'll come out of the loop and again I will remove level and store level here in current node, and I will, so we haven't created for 8, right? So we will create one node for 8. So from level again I will see if I have next node and child node. So we don't have child node here, we have only next node. So we will insert 12 here, and I will insert, we'll create one node and we will create level here, level in this node. And again I will, so after that again I will remove 12 12, and I will see if I have any next node or not. So I'll see that we don't have any next node. So I'll create one 12 node and I will not insert anything. I will not insert anything. So after that, I will pop 9, pop 9, pop 9. See guys, after from here, I have reached till here. So using, because I have stored the address of the of this node, so I have the so right now I have the address directly here 9. So directly I have reached here. That is why we are storing first next, after that we are storing child, first next, after that we are storing child. This is the reason why we are following this way. So right now I am at 9. So what I will do, from 9 I'll see I have any next node and child node. So I will have only next node. So I will insert 10 here and I will create one node and I will store this 9 here. So I will again come out of the loop and again I will pop out top element and I will store here. So I will have 10 here. See, and again from 10 I will see that I have from 10 I have see that I don't have any child node and I will also don't have any next node. So it is pointing to null. So what I will do, I'll insert nothing here and I will create one node and insert this current node, that is 10. So after that again I will pop 4 from node from stack. So we'll have 4 here, right? So right now I am, so now I am here 4 at 4. So 4. So again I'll see if I have any child node or right next node. So I have only next node. So I will insert that 5 here and create one extra node and I will insert 4 here. Again I will remove top element and I will store in current node and I will see if I have from 5 I will have any child node or next node. So we have only 6 here. So we'll insert 6 and I will create one node and I will insert this current node, that is 5. Again I will pop 6 node from here from stack and I see that again I have reached null. So I will insert nothing here. So again I will create one node and insert 6, and after that I see that again I will go removing the element from the stack, but we see that our stack is empty. So at that time I will return, right? After that I will return this linked list. So this is it guys, this is the question and this is the way we are going to solve. So let's code now. So if you see here in this list, what we are doing, our node is, so if I am pointing, if let's suppose this is my head pointing it here, so every time what I am doing, I am moving forward, right? So my head is pointing, so what I am doing, head dot next, next, next. So at the end of the loop my head will be pointing here. So so what I will use is, I'll use one extra variable, let's name it as new head, and what I will do, I'll store the starting node address here only. So if I have 100 as starting node, I will store 100 already. So for that I am using new head. So how I'll point out that if this is my starting node or a intermediate node or a last node, because I have to find, right? So what I will do, see here, let me erase here. So when we are at this one node, we had nothing. We have 0 nodes. So what I will do, for inserting one, I have inserted one here, right? So this is my head node. So how I will find out? So if I see here that if my previous element, see here, if my previous element is null, it means that this is my head node. Because if I have one more node here, so next node is next node will have valid or not, we don't care. But if we see here, we have previous node which is pointing to this node, and again if we have here, again it is pointing here. So we have valid address for previous node, but for starting node, only for head node, we don't have any valid node, so it will pointing to null. So if any node, so here, see here, we'll check if my previous node, if my previous node is valid, it means we are from here till here, because we have, if I am yet here, I have valid previous node. So we will, what we'll do, we'll just increase our previous next to current element. But when I found that I have when I found that I don't have any previous valid address, it means this is my new head, that is new root. So for that I am using, this is very important guys, because most of the guys know the logic, but while writing they will make this mistake. Even I have also did this mistake, so I have to store that. So let's start coding. So first of all, we have to check corner case, that if it is, our head is pointing to null or not. If it is null, we will return null, we will return null. So after that we will need one stack, so it will be of type node, let's name it as S, and we will push our head node in stack, that is head. So after that I will need more 3 variables of node type only. One will be current, which will be pointing to null right now, and it is used for storing current element. And we need one node type only, previous element will be storing previous values, and one new head, so it will store our starting head node. Right now it is pointing to null. So I loop till my queue is not empty, so empty. So I loop till my stack is not empty. Oh sorry, stack is not empty, right? So first of all I have to, what I have to do, I have to store previous value, current value in previous. Every time whenever I loop, I will store current value in previous value, because my current element will be pointing to previous element every node for that. So here we are just storing the address here, and we will point in down the code. So what I have to do, I have to start, first of all I have to store stack top element here. So for that I will use top function, and after that I will delete that starting element, that is top element. So after deleting, I will check if I have any current next node. First we will check for next node, and after that we will check for child node. We have already discussed this point. So if we have valid next node, what we will do, we'll insert, we'll push that node in stack. Again I'll see if I have valid child node. I will insert that child node in stack, child node, right? After that, so for each node we have 3 pointers. So my, for each node, in, because we are making linear doubly linked list, for that in our every node the child node will be pointing to null, because we'll do not have any child node. And in the same way, my current previous previous node will be pointing to this previous element, it means last node, previous node. So that is why we are writing here, because every time my current node will be changed here. So for that I have to store here only the previous element. So I will use that previous value here. So after that I have to see if, so I have to assign previous, so I have to every time I have to move forward my previous element. In the same way I have to assign my starting node, right? Starting that new node to starting node of my linked list. For that what I will see, if my previous element is null, because only in the whole linked list only the starting node will have previous element equals to null, previous pointer will be pointing to null. So if I see my previous pointer is not null, it means it is not my starting node. Else if it is pointing to null, it means this is my uh, new node. So what I will do, so new node equals to current element. So the starting element, so the starting element will be stored in head node. Otherwise what I will do, I will increase point my previous next to current node, otherwise it will be pointing to the next node. What I mean to say is that, see, this is this is my starting node. If this is my starting node, it will be pointing to null, right? It will point to null, my starting node. If it is here or here in between, so this previous element will be pointing to some valid node, right? Valid node. Only the starting node will not point. So if it is there, I will make it as new head. Otherwise I will just move forward. I'll move forward to the next, right? Previous will be pointing to next. So at the end what I will do, after that I will come out of the loop and I will return new head, because we have to give starting node address. So let's run now. So our test case is running, so let's see if whole test cases are running or not, if my solution is accepted or not. Let's see. Taking time. Yes, it is accepted, guys. So this is it, guys. And if you are new here, please subscribe, and if you have any suggestions or you have any doubt, you can write down in comments. And if you like the video, please press the like button. Thank you, guys.